Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. When last we left off, we managed to get to the top of the Western Tower. But unfortunately for us, the engraved boiler, and what an engraving it is, has a bunch of skuldark around it. We have a screecher, a skuldark, an elder skuldark, a young skuldark, and a moon spider. There are a couple of other oh, careful, careful, careful. And we've been spotted. Well, that's unfortunate, but I'm sure we can handle this. And this is when we cannot, in fact, handle this. I kind of wanted you to get a shot off as well, but you're just going to have to do some stabbing instead. That skuldark is already injured.
Yes.
That's reassuring. What's not reassuring is you being around here, being close by. Okay, that, and that. You now need to go back. You need to do some tanking. You need to move over here so that you can get out. Do some movement. Pretty quick movement at that. Okay, you just cast that spell. I need you now to fireball right here so you can get... Oh, you could get that one. You can't get all of them. You have to get those three. That's fine. Okay, you get to stabbing. We need to get some damage with that soulbound dagger. Get another shot over here. Actually, you should do this so that we can get some more... Actually, it's not much point, is there? Do that on you, because that one's nearly down. Next thing we want to do is this spell. You can just shoot. You're going to have to get to there to do it. The Elder Skuldark is a little bit injured. You're nearly down as well. And we haven't... There's a lot of young Skuldark here. There's a lot of young Skuldark. Luckily, I can save my Arcane Assault for when we've got through this front line.
I'm here.
You are indeed here.
What?
Let's have at thee there. And that's another one down. You're doing a great job of stabbing. Getting a lot of damage with those daggers. Okay, we can try and knock you down. Will this work? Yes, it will. And thud goes the Skuldark. Okay, there's quite a few of them here now. Change of plan. Do this. Do it once. Do it twice. And you're injured, near death, and you're barely injured. That's a bit of a problem, but we can do that, and we can then do this. You have to move there to do it.
Yes.
I need you to shoot there. That's one of them down. You can go back to stabbing. Stabbing there specifically. You have a lot of points, but I'm not going to be using your focus because I want you to get damage with the daggers.
How may I help?
How you can help is... Still haven't used that fireball. Can you use it here? Yes, you can! Fantastic. And that dealt with a... Oh, you're stunned. You're not stunned. That's good. How are you doing with your... You have 5. That is enough for the ogres. We can use the ogres. You called. We did. To deal with these Skuldark. We also get a little bit of line of sight from that. And I can see that there aren't any more Skuldark to worry about. So you can just keep stabbing. Seems like your focus caps at 170. Good to know. I need you to move over there and hit that one. You can hit this one. There we go. That's a lot of damage you're dealing. The Elder Skuldark is nearly down. Okay. And the Elder Skuldark is down. You can then go after this young Skuldark. In fact, we could basically leave Green Mother to take care of most of them. How about that? Need you to go over here. And there you are. Lyrin is just chasing after them. Yeah, I think you've got this, Green Mother. Absolutely have this. Biscuit's taking some hits. That's fine. The amount of damage we are dealing is not huge, but it's enough. And that's one down, and then one more to go, and this is when we find another. You cannot scout in combat. Good to know that you can't dive back into being hidden. I suppose you could turn invisible, but we don't need to turn invisible. Not against this. And there we go. Victory is ours. And this has leveled up again. We now must deal 1,000 damage. The edge of the blade has lost much of its original sharpness. Every slice is a labour, and it seems increasingly better suited to break the seal on letters than to pierce flesh. The grip has started to fray considerably. There is a third rune on the blade now. Perhaps it is the symbol for dull. Yeah, now it doesn't have a bonus at all. It's just a standard dagger now. It's getting progressively worse.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
It's getting progressively worse.
Yes?
The payoff for this... Dragon's Maw Shield. Ooh. This shield was traditionally passed between dragon hunters to honor exceptional feats and kills. Receiving the Dragon's Maw Shield is one of the highest honors among dragon hunters, and over the years it's been the object of countless bets, soured friendships, lifelong apprenticeships, and violent deaths. It grants bash, plus when enemies engaged. You know what? This seems like a deer shield. No question about it. I mean, the one you're using currently is pretty good. It grants thrusts of a tattered veil on a critical hit, but I feel like this would be a good thing for you. Very good thing indeed. We still have a fair few fights to go in this game. I'm sure we can level it up. So, let's bind this to you. You sure you want to soulbind Dragon's Maw Shield to a deer? He's the only one that uses shields. Deal 300 damage to enemies with at least 75 endurance to unlock the next level, or deal 1,500 damage to enemies to unlock the next level. Okay, let's give you this. And we want Oh, that does look awesome. That does look really, really good. Look at that. That's fancy. We can... Do I want to put this... That's a lot of defense. I want to put that there and that there. Anyway, now you look exceptionally awesome. And we're going to have a quick look around here to see if there's any loot. Well, there's an interactable thing. Always good to know there's an interactable thing that will undoubtedly complete the quest. But I want to have a look here first. Just think... Actually, there is nothing else here, is there? Nothing else here. And using this... heats up the cannons. You turn the wheel, and a gust of steam blasts you in the face. You stagger back and fall, spiraling toward smoke and flame. You find solid ground beneath your feet, even as the air around you is a haze of smoke and heat shimmer. Coughing, you bat acrid fumes away from your face. As you climb up to the soot-choked air, you see flames leaping in the distance. Each flare bathes you with warmth, and even as you struggle to pick out the details of this place, something about it seems familiar. Now, we're back at the forge. You could see little through the thick smoke, but the dancing flames illuminate a dragon's head cast in stone. It's the White Forge. Yup. As you start towards it, something massive comes crashing down in front of you. You leap back at the sound of metal slamming into metal, and feel a deep tone ring through the thick air. Recovering your bearings, you find yourself looking at an enormous hand. It's dark and shiny with heat, but you see every bone, muscle, and tendon working in harmony beneath the bronzed flesh. The hand's owner is hidden behind clouds of smoke, but the hand itself is wrapped around a pole as thick and sturdy as a tree trunk. Let's follow the pole. You continue onward to see what lies at the other end of the pole, and what's responsible for the clangorous music, just as the hand rises again. It swings back down in a perfect arc. A tower of metal smashes down ahead of you, raining sparks and glints of essence as another deep, ringing note sounds. You realise that you're looking at an enormous hammer. The head glows with heat and essence, though the purple luster fades as soul energy is sucked from the hammer and into the work under it. What is the work? As the hammer rises once more, you dart forward to see what lies beneath it. A lone figure sprawls on an expanse of steel, as smooth and broad as lake ice. The figure itself is enormous, a melfolk of twisted flesh and forged metal. Its arms end in two spiked clubs, and its head is a blunt, eyeless wedge. If this is Abydon, Abydon made the Eyeless, and that raises many questions. It opens its mouth and keens. The desperation in that noise reminds you of a newborn's fear and confusion. Air rushes at your back. You look up and see the hammer, its head once more glowing with essence, speeding towards you. You awaken to a sensation of warm tiles beneath your face. You're prone before the boiler, which drones on, pushing heat through the tower floor. But in the vapour that pulses from the boiler and pipes, you smell the fumes of the White Forge. There we go!
I'm here.
We have restored the
Steel and
cannons.
cannons to boot. Huh. I'm starting to like it up here.
It's pretty cool! Major adventure completed! We got average reputation with Gilded Veil. Is there another major adventure? No, there are. No more major adventures. None. They're out of major adventures, unfortunately. Now, we're going to have to use this again. We want to head to the... We can go anywhere. Let's go to the front gates first. I want to go to the front gates so that I can report on my success. And what a success it has been. A hard-fought fight, but we've restored the cannons. Now they can better defend the fortress.
I'm here.
There she is.
That was incredible! Whole forge spit flames when you did whatever you did. And the smoke! Ha! I saw it from here. And now to see about these cannons.
She rubs her hands together. She starts for the door, but then she remembers something.
This is for you. Found it while we were cleaning out the battery.
I have a few questions for you. What's in your mind? Now, how do these cannons work?
If only I could show you. But everyone else is all worried about accidents and injuries. So they've said I can't fire them until there's a real need.
You really like explosions.
Well, back in Stalwart, I learned everything Dana knew about black powder, and a few things she didn't. Them she wasn't so happy about.
She frowns, looking momentarily distracted.
After what might have been a small mishap in the Stalwart mines, they sent me here to put my talents to better use.
Sounds like that's the understatement of the century. Well, farewell.
Headed up the tower. Gonna make those cannons shine.
She skips toward the door. We earned a lot of taxes. A lot of taxes. And we earned some experience. We are very close to level 15.
I'm here.
So, let's now go to the White Forge. We haven't been there since we got it working again. That's how we get to it.
At once.
And that's how we get out. This is locked. And we have a worker. I wonder what's in here.
Word.
Let's have a look.
Hope that helps.
In here, we have this, we have that, and we have that. And we did need that. So here is the forge, and we can use it. Nothing's going to stop us from using it. There's worker, 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 worker. What's here? The answer is some stuff. You're not going to mind if I take this, right? Apparently not. Fantastic. There's also this. Ooh, a Drugan ingot. That's good. And that's all we can access. I think there has been a cave-in. Yeah, we used to be able to access all the area behind this, but not anymore. Heavy stones block the hall. Yeah, I've had to jury-rig a way to the forge. Let's talk to the worker. White Forge keeps us warm. That it would. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Let's head upstairs. We're gonna go out, I think. We're just going to get to the front gates. We haven't spoken to Galvino yet. And I think speaking to Galvino is a good idea. Galvino might have some interesting things to tell us. Might catch us up on other things that have been going on in the Stalwart area. Just do that. Make sure there are no notifications there. All in all, things have gone pretty well here. Very well. We cannot get out this way, can we? No, we have to go this way. Well, let us zoom! Zoom as quickly as we can. Over here, inevitably bump into a fight. regret bumping into a fight, defeat the fight quickly, and then carry on to Galvino's. Galvino sure is next to a hotspot of business now. Now, is Galvino still here? He hasn't dealt with all the frost on the outside of his house, but then that's probably a losing battle. Okay, we can go downstairs. This has not been refreshed. Nothing here has been refreshed, so if we pop down, this is when tons more creatures that will try and attack us, and thus more experience, but I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, this is all unchanged. I wonder if we still could have done the quest to expose the head of the fishery in the second part of the White Marsh. I don't know. And we're not going to find out either, because I've already done it. Okay, that room... He still hasn't cleaned up the bodies. It's been 2 months, Galvino. To be fair, you are getting on in years. So if we go into here, is there anything we can talk to you about? Hello.
I'm here.
How are you? I must congratulate you. I had little idea that your work at the battery would attract an army. He raised his arms in greeting. With any luck, they will finish what the devil started in Stalwart. We've checked both of those out, so that's it.
I'm here.
Nothing else we can do with Galvino. As for quests that we haven't yet done, there's risk tolerance. Want to meet Nestor at the Gref's Rest. There's... We want to talk to Ister again. And that's basically it. Apart from the Iron Flail and the Forgotten Army. Yeah, we need to do that. So we need to go talk to the person in the tavern. We need to go and return the prototype device. And then it's just the raid Sarens. Hopefully we can deal with the raid Sarens without having to fight lots. Hopefully. I'd rather speak to the commander without fighting through a horde of soldiers. But I doubt they're going to give me much option. I doubt they are. Okay, we will do this. Fortunately, there is a way out of here, right next to Galvino's. You can't emerge into this area at that point. Would it be interesting if the game went, which of these places do you want to arrive at? But then that would mean that there wouldn't be able to... Oh, that you could go straight to the foundry. That's interesting. You could fast travel straight to the White Forge itself. If you need to use that, that saves quite a bit of time. Saves a lot of time. Oh, one thing I have to mention. I said before that there were a couple of things that I could buy for Lyrin. Told you the White Forge was in there. Now you owe me. Shh, look. That's the woman who found it. Now, I said, as I was saying, I said that there was a weapon I could get for Lyrin that's better than what I've got. That's not strictly true. It's a named arquebus, but it's still just a fine quality arquebus. It doesn't have any extra enchantments. There are some arquebuses later that I can get that would be really useful. So I'm looking for... Where are you? Not you there. There you are.
I hope you've had some luck. And do take care with that device. It has a few rather delicate components.
I didn't find the ore deposits, but I did find this.
What? So it works? What a day! But why these gems? I didn't think the device would be able to pick up inert Audra. Fascinating. I have to study this further. But all the same, it worked! At last! A breakthrough! With that Audra to work from, I can refine the enchantments. We'll be digging up iron, gold, Audra, all of it!
Happy to help.
This is going to change everything. Oh, and I won't leave you empty-handed, of course. Here, I had this set aside for supplies, but I don't think I'll be staying in Stalwart much longer. I won't forget all you've done for me. They'll hear about this back home, I promise you. Who knows? Perhaps they'll name the next battery after you.
Maybe. And with that, we got a little bit of experience. And she's going to hang around for a while, but not forever, as she said. And a major adventure has been added. Oh boy! Alright, Spuddy. Off on a major adventure you go. What adventure? A major one! Oh, we are so close. Oh, we are so close. Look at that. We need a couple of 100 experience to get to level 15. And I think this quest to go talk to the person from Defiance Bay will get us there. I think it'll get us there. But that'll be for next time, folks. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. One thing's for sure, I'm going to want to rest in my tavern before I speak with anyone. Most of the party are quite nastily burnt. Fortunately, a night in a bed will solve all of their ails. I'm just going to say it's Durance's magic. Yeah, it's probably Durance's magic. Later.